What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 108, and we start today's episode off with a game away against Eibar here on the back of the Copa del Rey final win against Barcelona in the last game in the last episode. So obviously we were delighted with that win to pick up our second trophy of the season, but as I mentioned in an episode, this league title is more important. As you can see, Barcelona have played one game more than us and are 1 point ahead of us. Of course, don't forget, as I'll keep on reminding you, the goal difference doesn't matter anymore. It's all about head-to-head between us and Barcelona, and we have a better head-to-head record than them, as we've beaten them both times. So if it does finish level on points, we will win the league on the head-to-head record. So, you know, we were delighted to win the Copa del Rey for this second time in the series, but the league title is more important. We haven't won La Liga yet, and there's a real chance we could do it this season. We need to keep on winning our games because Barcelona just will not slip up. So we take on Eibar. The first chance did fall to the home side, but Ruben Blanco had to make a good save, and we got the ball away. But a good chance fell here, though, in the 40th minute to win the ball back with Schwarzer finding Diaz Miguel, and Diaz Miguel plays that wide towards Moy Gomez. Gomez fake shots around his man, goes down the right hand side, has a great chance to make it 1-0 as he cuts past the last man here with a quick little step over, gets himself inside the area, and the final man to beat takes him down, and the referee has no choice but to award a penalty. So penalty to Racing Santander. Moy Gomez won it just a couple minutes to go before the break, and I can't really see how the number 6 can complain, because as you can see, he just flew into the challenge, and on another day he potentially could have been red carded for that. But even so, I think a booking was the right decision, and maybe it was just a faller from Moy Gomez, made it look worse than it actually was. But even so, penalty to Racing Santander, no one's going to deny that, and a great chance for us to take the lead from the spot. Moy Gomez won the penalty, so he wants to take it. It's going to be Gomez against the goalkeeper here. Can he score the penalty he won? Yes, he can. He puts the ball into the top corner, converts the penalty, and makes it Eibar 0, Racing 1 just before the half-time break. So Gomez with the goal. He doesn't play too many games, Moy Gomez, mainly because Paco Candela, despite being 5 ratings lower, is our academy player who we want to keep on playing. He's got the potential to be special, but whenever he does get on the pitch, he does alright. He does alright for us. That's his third goal in La Liga this year, and it's Eibar 0, Racing 1. And a few minutes after the restart here, a great chance to make it 2-0 as Rana Delgado goes forward. He step overs around the last man and smacks the ball into the roof of the net, makes it Eibar 0, Racing Santander 2. And Rana Delgado getting a rare start in this game. I did decide to rest a large chunk of the players in this game due to that Copa del Rey final win being just a couple of days ago. Everyone was quite unfit for this game, but Delgado, a rare starter for us. You know, whenever he scores goals, they're pretty much always from the bench, but he does score here, gets his 4th goal of the campaign in La Liga, and makes it Eibar 0, Racing Santander 2. Eibar did have a good chance to get themselves back in the game just before the hour mark here as they crossed the ball into the centre, passed the ball into the centre really. It's eventually crossed to the far post, and the header goes over the bar and behind for a goal kick, and it was how the game would finish as well. So Eibar 0, Racing Santander 2. We return to the top of the table with just 5 games to go, and it was actually quite an uneventful game, to be honest. Other than the 2 goals, not too much happened. But we did deserve the win, though. I felt we did get it, and we do have ourselves another 3 points to return to the top of the table with just 5 games to go. And it's crunch time right now. This is really, you know, when people say this is the business end of the season, this is what they mean. This is where everything needs to be on point and perfect right now. We need to keep on winning these games because, yes, we're going to be favourites going into them, but due to slip-ups and players not handling the situation and individual mistakes, you know, yes, we'll be favourites coming into these games, but there's still no guarantee we'll win them. I mean, I wouldn't call them bankers or anything. We should be favourites to win the games, but even so, there's no guarantee that we are going to get the results with 4 games to go. But the title is technically in our own hands and in our destiny right now, because if we draw one of our remaining games, so long as we win the next 3, we'll be okay. You know, if we just draw 1 and win the other 3, we'll still win the title due to the head-to-head record, even if Barcelona win their remaining 4 games. So we shouldn't really slip up from this position, as stupid as it sounds, with 4 games to go and 2 big games to come against Valencia and Atletico Madrid. But to be honest, like, you know, we really are in control right now, and we should be able to capitalise on it. But the first chance of this game would actually fall to Celta Vigo. Their header hit the bar, but in the 14th minute we come out from the back here, and Oliver Torres finds young Hanelise. He sprays it out wide towards Jesse Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds Oliver Torres. First time through ball in towards Morata, and we do take the lead in this game just before the quarter of an hour mark. And Alvaro Morata, this guy, man, like, seriously, he came in the summer transfer window. He was our big signing from Juventus. He's always been a bit inconsistent, but Perez got injured in the Copa del Rey final. I was a little bit worried about that, but Morata has stepped up since then, and he did really, really well in the Copa del Rey final. Of course, he didn't play that last game here against Eibar, but coming into this game against Celta Vigo, this was the first goal of the game for us. Morata just stroking the ball into the bottom corner, and yes, he has been inconsistent. Yes, he has been a striker who, you know, may not have been worth worth the money we spent on him in the summer transfer window, but he's still come up with the goals when we need them. He's missed a fair few chances, no one's going to deny that, but he's now got 8 goals in La Liga, and that may not be, an amazing amount for this striker, but don't forget he has been injured for 3 months as well. He's done alright. He hasn't done as badly as it may have seen. And from a kickoff here, Celta Vigo get the ball away. Grimaldo gets on the ball for us, a left back. We play it through towards young Han Elise. Elise then finds Ranieri Aguza here, back towards the goal scorer Morata. Fake shots round his man, down the left hand side, keeps on going. Then a quick little double step over the cut past the defender. He then finishes the ball into the bottom corner and makes it Celta Vigo 0, Racing Santander 2. So a couple of goals in just a few minutes for Morata. And, yes, Perez's injury in the Copa del Rey final was worrying, but if Morata keeps on scoring, that's now his 3rd goal in just 2 games he started for us, then I think we'll be okay in terms of scoring the goals, because he can finish, he can find the back of the net. I know you guys have been pointing out in the comments from time to time saying he misses a lot of chances, and he does. I'm going to be the first one to admit that, but he does score some goals when we need them as well, and he does there. So Celta Vigo 0, Racing 2, both goals coming through Morata. Ruben Blanco had to make a good save there in the 27th minute to keep it at 2-0, and in the 44th minute here, a great chance for us to make it 3-0. Ranieri Aguza finds Oliver Torres. Torres fake shots round his man, goes down the left hand side, picks out Ranieri Aguza. Great chance here as he takes it round his man with a quick little ball roll, gets inside the area, he's getting his shirt pulled, and the referee awards a penalty. So penalty to Racing Santander. Ranieri Aguza wins it, and as I've said many times before, whenever the opponent is pulling on the shirt of one of your players, if they go down, just prepare to take a penalty, because the referee's pretty much always going to give one, and rightfully so. So penalty to Racing Santander, Aguza taken down there. And Jesse Rodriguez is on penalty taking duty, but with Morata on a hat-trick. I mean, Rodriguez has scored quite a few penalties. He did miss a couple against Real Madrid, yes, in the same game, which was quite annoying. But Morata on a hat-trick, I was always going to give it to Alvaro Morata. Great chance for our number 9 to get his, I believe, his first hat-trick in a Racing Santander jersey. So it's going to be the number 9 here to stand up and take it. Can he get his hat-trick here on a stroke of half-time and surely seal the game? It's Morata against Yol. Is he going to score? No, he's not, because the goalkeeper saves it, and it's very rare that penalties are saved nowadays, but as I mentioned, in the Real Madrid game, Rodriguez missed 2 on the trot. Morata now misses this one. Maybe penalties aren't actually as easy as they used to be. Maybe they've done some patching behind the scenes, but still, from that, we missed a penalty. Celta Vigo came forward and eventually won themselves a corner and grabbed themselves a goal through Tyson to make it Celta Vigo 1, Racing Santander 2. So, a couple of, well, in-game a few minutes ago, we were on course to surely make it 3-0 and wrap the game up for half time. Now Tyson scores right before the half time mark. It's now 2-1 and the lead is cut to 1, so a great chance for us to get ourselves a 3-goal swing. Now the lead is cut to just 1 and Celta Vigo are right back in this game, but to be honest, other than that, I still felt pretty confident coming into the second half. And 15 minutes after the restart, just past the hour mark, Morata does finally get his hat-trick and make it 3-1. He couldn't score from the spot, but he puts his hands to his ears here and says, yep, you're criticising me for missing a penalty, but I'm not going to miss that chance. Morata does make it Celta Vigo 1, Racing Santander 3, and surely now we're on course for the victory in this game. And as I mentioned, we just can't afford to slip up now. Barcelona aren't losing or drawing any games. We have to keep on winning ourselves. And of course, as I mentioned, if we draw one game and win the remaining games, we'll still win the title, even if Barcelona win all their games due to the head-to-head ruling. But even so, we want to keep on winning those games and not basically leave it up to chance, knowing that, we could still possibly slip up against Valencia and Atletico Madrid. And as you can see in this game, the final transfer in the 90th minute, the shot by Moy Gomez went just wide the post, and it was how the game would finish. So Celta Vigo 1, Racing Santander 3. We get the job done. We do win the game. Disappointed to miss the penalty with Morata, but a hat-trick for the big striker. We're not going to complain about that. And again, you can see Barcelona beat Espanyol there. They just will not slip up. It just means we just need to keep on getting the results. And yes, we're doing it right now, but it's still a precious situation, But still, following that, Albin Tozer says he's not happy. He's not getting much game time. And also, we had a youth monthly report as well. As we've now entered the final month, May, and you can see how the players are currently doing in our academy. As they've now got themselves a May boost. This guy, Julio Barrios, is certainly going to get promoted either before the end of the season or at the beginning of next season. There's quite a few good players in our academy right now who I'm looking forward to promoting. Pepe F, I can't remember what the surname was there, looks pretty good as well. And also Carvajal is returning from injury too, so that's nice to see as well. So there's just a couple games to go now in the league, 3 games remaining, and like I said, 2 wins, 1 draw. That means that even if Barcelona win their remaining 3 games, we will still be champions. But of course, with 2 of those 3 games being massive ones against Valencia and Atletico Madrid, who are both fighting each other for a final Champions League spot, it's certainly not going to be easy. I mean, no disrespect to Eibar and Celta Vigo, but those were games we should have won anyway. Valencia and Atletico Madrid, 2 really good sides, both really motivated to try and get themselves into that final Champions League spot. Those 2 games could be massive, and I wouldn't be surprised if we fail to win both of those games, because they're 2 really solid teams. And of course, due to the situation with them really desperate to get themselves into 4th place, they're going to have an added incentive to play for. But still, we see the final league table in just a moment's time. As you can see, this squad report though, things looking really good right now. Look at league table. As you can see, 2 points clear with 3 games to go. It's going to be a frantic finish to the end of the season. Are we going to hold on to top spot and win our first ever La Liga? Don't miss the remaining couple episodes. It's going to be a really frantic finish. But that is going to be the episode, guys. So as always, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the episode, then please do leave a like, 'cause it really helps my channel out and is much appreciated. And I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.